Okay, today's lesson is on complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, your key vocabulary. Complementary angles. Two angles are complementary angles when the sum of their measures is 90 degrees. Supplementary angles. Two angles are supplementary angles when the sum of their measures is 180 degrees. Okay, here are some examples of complementary angles. They don't have to be adjacent. They can be two separate angles, but they have to be, their sum is going to have to equal to 90 degrees. So if you look, you have 40 plus 50 is 90, and 30 plus 60 is also 90. Supplementary angles also don't have to be adjacent. They could be two separate angles, but they have to add up to be 180 degrees. So if you look down here at the bottom, 120 degrees plus 60 degrees is 180 degrees, as well as 40 plus 140. Example number 1. Tell whether the angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. So to find out, we're going to have to add the measures together to find out what they are equal to. So 26 plus 64 is equal to 90. So if the sums are 90 degrees, they are going to be complementary. Example number 2. Same thing. We have to add the angles together. 138 plus 42 is equal to 180. So here the angles are supplementary. Okay? Now let's add these together to find out whether they're complementary, supplementary, or neither. So 128 plus 63 is equal to 191, which is neither 90 or 180. So the angles are neither complementary or supplementary. Example number 4. Tell whether the angles are complementary or supplementary, and then find the value of x. So we see that this here has the red square, which means that they are complementary because they add up to be 90 degrees. So to find out the value of x, you know that you have to add the angles together for x plus 34, and if you add them together, they will equal 90 degrees because they're complementary. So we set up an equation. Now we have to find the value of x, and to do that we need to get rid of the 34 first. So if we subtract 34 from both sides, we get 4x is equal to 56, and now we have to get rid of the 4. So that means we're going to have to divide by 4 on both sides, and then you get that x is equal to 14. If you have trouble with equations, one-step equations and two-step equations still, go back and rewatch those videos. Okay, example number 5. Tell whether the angles are complementary or supplementary, and then find the value of x. So we see that these angles are adjacent. They form a straight line, which means that they're supplementary because they add up to be 180 degrees. So if we were to take this angle of x degrees and this angle of x minus 6 degrees and add them together, they should equal 180 degrees. Okay, let's clean up and add our like terms. X plus x is equal to 2x. Bring down your minus 6 is equal to 180. Now we got to solve for x. So we need to get rid of the minus 6 first, and to do that you add 6 to both sides, which leaves us with 2x is equal to 186. Now divide by 2 on both sides, and you get that x is equal to 93. Okay, example number 6. Draw a pair of adjacent supplementary angles so that one angle has a measure of 70 degrees. So the first thing you have to do is you have to use a protractor so we can draw that 70-degree angle. So once again, we're going to start at this point here and draw until you get to 70 degrees. And we're looking at the bottom numbers closest to the inner. Alright, so we drew to the 70, and then you extend that line to make it an angle. Then the second step is you're going to extend one of the sides so that you can make it a straight line, showing that it is going to be supplementary. So now you have two angles that are supplementary, and one of those angles has a measure of 70 degrees. Okay, try these on your own, see what you can do.